Hey everyone, this is Jamie. Um, I guess happy Halloween if you're celebrating, if you're gonna celebrate, if you've celebrated and woke up in COVIDs this year. I don't know. Anyway, um, I'm kind of feeling cold, so I'm sorry for the change of scenery. You won't see my numerous posters today, but whatever. Basically, uh, I've been feeling rather dysphoric these past few days. So I kind of, well, not past few days, it's been quite a few weeks, I guess. So I kind of want to address a few issues. Um, there's a lot of people, I think, who cling onto their label and say, like, um, how about a little history lesson, I guess. Let's go back to Mitchfest, right? And let's thrash Leslie Feinberg, who I swear to God I would spit on that grave if I knew where it was. Anyway, so the point is, in my opinion, people do still read Stone Butch Blues and in general relate to the Stone Butch identity, or in general the Butch identity. But I do understand that there are uh, Butches who, well, are women. But when it comes to Stone Butch, it's that's where it gets a bit tricky. Um, if you don't want to be touched down there, and you feel dysphoria, and you feel more comfortable being a man, and literally the only thing stopping you is the lesbian label, yikes. So what I wanted to say is that there's a lot of these people online, and they've been seriously tainting the community. They've been there's a lot of detransitioners as well, but who also kind of say that it wasn't for me because I was too harsh of my female identity. But it all goes back to society's recent perception of how to say, putting down men. Like in general, if you look at it, come on, there's like people policing each other for toxic masculinity. There's RuPaul's Drag Race, which goes the other way around, which has a bunch of guys who. There are drag queens, of course, but there are people who say, like, this is not a persona, this is me. And some people who acknowledge that, for instance, like Sasha Velour. And Sasha Velour understands that they are non binary, for instance. I'm really sorry, I don't remember the exact label, but you see my idea. Or Courtney Act, Miss Fame, Vale Chachki. There's a lot, and there's Peppermint, for instance, who was the first open trans woman. But when it comes to trans guys, I feel like for some reason it's very policed because obviously straight people are the majority. If let's just believe that for a bit. I don't know. Personally, I think everyone's bi to some extent, but because we've been, as a community, we've been fighting kind of against the norm for so long. A lot of trans guys don't feel comfortable going back and being labeled as straight. So a lot of them do interviews, talk about it, say they're queer, even though they're in a relationship with a woman while identifying as male. Um, it is hard to lose a label, I understand that. But you have to be honest with yourself, and I know not everyone thinks of that, but right now it's very important for us to represent, to support each other, and right now we're just isolating. So what I wanted to do was to tell that you really need to be honest with yourself. If you're going by he pronouns, if you're going for top surgery, hormones, um, I'm not saying you're a binary guy, but you need to accept your masculinity. Just like take it from me. Like I, for instance, struggle daily to put on makeup, and I understand that when narrowing it's not narrowing, but like when identifying everything and why I wear makeup, why do I grow my hair and everything, I understand that it's because uh, it's things which I wanted to do, and it's my expression. So there's different ways, and makeup and clothing um, are and hair are different rather than transitioning, right? And for instance, I still have my beard. I still go and see. I have tremendous dysphoria, and I make sure that my makeup tells a theatrical story every time I put it on. Like, if anyone wants to come for me for makeup, please, I will gladly discuss it with you. Um, so yeah, I've kind of been really seeing, and obviously, Gender Critical was run by women, and I do understand that I come from a bias because I was mostly abused by women, and I do understand that there are some flaws in that, that I can maybe point out a woman more than men. But another thing which really kind of hits me was I'm sure everyone has heard about the Polish abortion situation, or if not, I guess you're too American centered. Sorry, that's the truth. And I've been very upset with it because I have Polish ancestors. I really enjoy Poland, and in general, because I come from a Soviet background, I cannot simply comprehend how can abortion be illegal because it's just so deeply rooted in me. So when I see countries like Poland or I remember when I first started dating my partner, and it dawned on me that Brazil didn't have abortion. Come on, I was like early teens, so whatever, right? It just felt so backwards to me. And now I'm seeing everyone saying that it's a woman's issue, and I'm like, I had a pregnancy scare once, and I would have gone to do an abortion, right? Right. I did not do an abortion because the pregnancy scare turned out to be fake, but I still have to go to the gynecologist. I have an IUD, for instance. Is that IUD? IUD, yeah. Anyway, so I still go to these doctors, and they refer to me as male. So this is a problem, which is of people of certain genitalia. And when you say that it's a woman's issue, you're erasing uh, trans women who do not have that issue, and you're emphasizing just in cis women. Regardless, uh, if you see Poland as a backwards trans erasing country, it's not. So it's not a woman's issue. It is a reproductory issue in regard to people who have certain genitalia. Please understand that. There's a lot of trans guys who think that they're unseen, they'll never get pregnant, and then boom, they do if they don't do the right precautions. So it is a human issue. And regardless of my stance on feminism and everything, abortion is a human right. And I've been very, very devastated with how Poland has been handling it. And I'm very happy that people are protesting, but at the same time, it's COVID, so it's a double-sided coin. So what I want to say is that people are fucking ignorant, man. And yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone's okay. And it's not a bad idea to sit with yourself or with a counselor or someone who understands and just talk through your identity to understand if you're actually happy with yourself or if you're living in an illusion. So, yeah, that was me, and I hope everyone has a good Halloween. Thank you.